Here we are with Brim Bakes, and today we're making Oaty cookies. Really simple recipe, hardly any equipment at all, okay? So we're using primarily porridge oats. Now you want the cheap value porridge oats. Don't go buying organic jumbo oats. This recipe doesn't work with those bigger, larger oats. You need the finer, and the budget brands are best for this. You also need to use margarine or butter. We're using a block, one that's hard, not one that comes out of a tub that you can spread. That will work as well. Okay, right, so the first thing we need to do is put our 125 grams of oats into a bowl. Then we add our cherries and coconut. You can use pretty much what you want. Dried raisins, sultanas work well. You could put chocolate in if you wanted, alongside your fruit. This is our sugar going in. 75 grams of caster sugar, 50 grams of plain flour, and then 100 grams of hard margarine or butter. And literally all you want to do initially is break up this fat, the butter or the margarine, whatever you're using, just with your fingertips. I'm just coating it lightly in some of the dry ingredients, just to make it easier to handle. And once you've broken it up into little bits, you then start using the rubbing in method to combine the margarine and those other dry ingredients. Now, depending on how big your hands are and how warm your hands are, this should take between 5 and 10 minutes. Now normally, if you do the rubbing in method, you would stop when it started looking like breadcrumbs. But with this, we want to carry on, just as you would if you were making shortbread, until the mixture starts coming into a dough. Be patient, because somebody will think, oh, this is never going to work and there's something wrong. You just need to persevere, keep rubbing those ingredients together. You might find your fingers start aching a little bit. Already now I can feel that there are bits of mixture clumping together. So we're not far off of this, I don't think. Now that this mixture is starting to clump together, so can you see that the lumps starting to form? But we need to keep going. We're actually using the warmth of our hand to start melting that butter or margarine. And that's what's going to help our dough come together properly. Once you've got big lumps forming, try squeezing it together into a dough then. Push down, squeeze together. And that's our dough done. Really easy, probably took me a little less than 5 minutes. I'll put that there, go into the bowl so you've got some space. Now this is going to make between 8 and 10 cookies. You just pull the bowl in half, roughly, and then pinch off golf ball size pieces, roll them up. Okay, so that's about the size you want. Place them onto the tray. Just squeezing it together again, rolling it around onto the tray. So we're looking to get maybe 4 or 5 from each half, depending on how accurately you split the two halves up. If you think you've done one a bit small or a bit big, it's easy enough just to pinch a piece off or to add a piece. Got our cookie dough, or they are cookies, yes, measured out. You can use a flat of the hand, so the heel of your hand, just to flatten them down. They will spread out a little bit as they cook. You do need some space around them. And back there, that one. So I said between 8 and 10, didn't I? So I made, oh, I actually made 10. Perfect. As you can see, one of mine is a little bit big. That's clearly for me. So you want them to be a similar thickness so that they cook roughly at the same rate. Okay, if they're a bit jagged, if you want to round them off, you can with your fingertips. I'm not really bothered about them being a little bit jagged around the edges. Yeah. So they're now ready to go into the oven. Into a preheated oven, gas mark 180. Now these only take about 12 to 13 minutes, so keep your eye on them.